In a world obsessed with perfection and polish, the ancient Japanese philosophy of Wabi Sabi offers a radical alternative, finding beauty in imperfection, embracing the natural cycle of growth and decay, and celebrating the authentic patina of time. As we move through 2025, this mindful design approach has evolved beyond trend into a lifestyle movement, one that transforms homes into sanctuaries of calm through organic neutrals, textured materials, and spaces that honor rather than hide the marks of living. Wabi Sabi Interior Design isn't about creating magazine-perfect rooms. It's about crafting environments that breathe, age gracefully, and reflect the honest beauty of natural materials in their most authentic states.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Wabi Sabi Interior Color Harmony 2025. Organic neutrals for living, dining, and outdoor spaces. The color harmony at the heart of Wabi Sabi Interiors speaks in whispers rather than shouts. Soft sand beige, weathered stone gray, warm terracotta clay, muted sage green, and the subtle variations of aged wood. These organic neutrals create a visual language that connects living rooms to dining spaces, interior zones to outdoor areas, forming a cohesive whole that feels effortlessly serene. When you introduce Wabi Sabi principles into your home, whether through a living room dressed in textured neutral tones, a dining area grounded in earthy clay hues, or an outdoor space that mirrors the muted palette of nature, you're creating more than beautiful interiors. You're building spaces that invite slowness, celebrate imperfection, and remind us daily that true luxury lies not in flawlessness but in authenticity. This guide will walk you through the art of creating harmonious Wabi Sabi interiors that transform everyday living into mindful dwelling. One, embracing imperfection, the Wabi Sabi living philosophy. The beauty of balance and natural neutrals, the serene living room. In 2025, Wabi Sabi Interior Design continues to redefine luxury through simplicity and the celebration of imperfection, rather than its concealment. Instead of chasing pristine perfection, this style embraces weathered stone surfaces with their natural pitting, aged wood furniture that shows years of use, and organic linen textures that wrinkle beautifully with life. In your living room, combine soft sand beige walls with stone gray flooring, perhaps polished concrete with natural variations or limestone tiles showing subtle color shifts, to create harmony that feels effortlessly timeless. Add a low-profile sofa and natural linen that's allowed to crease, a coffee table made from reclaimed wood with visible grain and knots, and ceramic vessels in irregular hand-formed shapes. Calm spaces for a mindful life, the contemplative sitting area. When decorating with intention for mindful living spaces, prioritize quality over quantity and meaning over decoration. Create a small sitting area or reading corner where muted clay walls meet bone white textiles, furnished with a single comfortable chair upholstered in hand-woven fabric, a small side table in weathered oak, and perhaps a simple shelf holding a few treasured objects. Add dried botanicals in a hand-thrown ceramic vase. Nothing arranged too perfectly, just stems allowed to lean naturally. Install soft ambient lighting through paper lanterns or simple fabric-shaded sconces that cast gentle shadows changing with the day's progression. This dynamic imperfection, subtle, evolving, never static, defines the essence of slow living interiors and helps cultivate the peace our busy lives desperately need. Subtle sophistication without overstaging, the uncluttered family room. Avoid over-accessorizing your family room. Let balanced empty spaces and negative space convey tranquility and visual rest. A quiet, minimal home feels more luxurious when textures rather than objects become the focal point. Think a single beautiful rug in natural fibers, walls left mostly bare except for one piece of simple art, and furniture that serves purpose without crowding. Display only items that serve function or hold genuine meaning, perhaps a wooden bowl holding remotes, a ceramic cup holding pens, a woven basket with blankets. Remember, the soul of Wabi Sabi isn't about adding more decorative objects. It's about appreciating what already exists, finding beauty in simplicity, and creating room for life to unfold naturally without visual noise competing for attention. Two, natural materials and organic textures for serene living. Textured neutrals and earthy harmony. The grounded dining room. The secret to timeless beauty lies in the tactile experience of your space. Use textured neutral interiors with raw umber plaster walls and ash brown wood furniture to evoke comfort and authenticity in your dining room. Picture a dining space where the walls feature a hand-troweled lime plaster finish in warm beige showing subtle variations in tool marks, paired with a solid wood dining table in natural finish that reveals its grain patterns, surrounded by chairs upholstered in natural linen with visible weave texture. Add stone decor elements, perhaps a centerpiece bowl carved from soapstone, or placemats made from slate, for grounded, earthy atmosphere. This palette works beautifully in open-plan spaces that connect dining areas to outdoor patios, creating visual flow between zones. Layering organic elements for depth. The artful kitchen. Combine organic modern spaces with handcrafted clay and stone elements to achieve a layered look that reveals itself slowly. In your kitchen, use warm terracotta tile for the backsplash showing slight variations in glaze, Install open shelving in aged wood displaying ceramic dishes in olive drab and clay tones, and choose countertops in honed marble or soapstone that will develop patina with use rather than resisting it. These details give depth and texture without overwhelming the eye, each element distinct yet harmonious, reflecting the quiet charm of natural material aesthetics. Add a wooden cutting board with knife marks as permanent display, a ceramic utensil holder showing the potter's fingerprints in the clay, or a stone mortar and pestle on the counter. These functional objects become decor through their honest materiality, proving that Wabi Sabi kitchens can be both beautiful and highly usable. The timeless touch of imperfection, the lived-in entryway. Choose decor with imperfections that tell stories rather than pieces that claim timeless perfection. In your entryway, incorporate reclaimed furniture like a bench made from barn wood with nail holes and weathered finish, weathered stone surfaces for flooring that show natural variation and slight wear patterns, and rust terracotta walls achieved through layered pigmented plaster that ages gracefully with touch and time. Position these elements where they'll be used and appreciated. The bench where people actually sit to remove shoes, hooks at practical heights for coats. Balance these textured, imperfect materials with soft ambient lighting from a simple pendant or wall sconce that highlights their character, creating warmth that changes naturally throughout the day as sunlight moves. Every scuff, every patina mark, every irregular surface becomes not a flaw to hide but a feature that adds character, proof of life lived rather than a showroom staged. Three, Japanese roots and Zen harmony in color flow. The soul of Japanese minimalism, the tranquil bedroom. Inspired by Japanese aesthetic homes where simplicity and stillness reign, Wabi Sabi bedrooms emphasize essential elements and calming neutral palettes. Use sage green accent walls or textiles, bamboo beige for larger surfaces like flooring or main walls, and soft charcoal for grounding elements, perhaps a dark gray linen duvet or charcoal wool rug. These hues reflect calmness and deep connection with nature's muted tones. Integrate paper lantern lights casting diffused glow, natural stone decor like a simple tray holding a water carafe, and organic fabrics in every textile, cotton sheets, linen pillow covers, wool throws, to add serenity to your bedroom retreat. Keep furniture low to ground in Japanese tradition, maintain clear floor space, and resist the urge to fill every corner. Garden-inspired interior flow, the indoor-outdoor living space. Bring the Japanese Zen garden corner concept indoors by creating spaces that mirror garden tranquility through color and material choices. In an open living area with access to outdoor space, use soft neutral walls in warm ivory or pale sand. Incorporate muted earthy tones through furniture in moss green, stone gray, or bark brown, and layer textures strategically. Linen cushions on a low sofa, wooden sideboards with visible grain, ceramic accents in irregular shapes displayed with space between them. Position furniture to frame views of your actual garden or outdoor area, creating visual dialogue between inside and out. Add a single sculptural plant, perhaps a small Japanese maple in a simple ceramic pot, or bamboo in a stone container, positioned where it can be contemplated. Mindful transitions between rooms, the flowing open floor plan. For a unified aesthetic throughout your home, use calming natural palettes that flow gently between rooms rather than creating jarring transitions. In your open concept layout, choose warm ivory walls throughout as your base, then introduce subtle color variation through furnishings and accents. Sage green textiles in the living zone, stone gray cabinetry in the kitchen area, bamboo beige furniture in the dining space, and terracotta accessories in the outdoor seating visible through glass doors. This subtle gradient enhances spatial awareness. Each zone feels distinct yet connected, part of a cohesive whole. 4. The color transitions mirror nature's own gradual shifts. The way forest green gradually lightens toward sage at edges, how stone shifts from gray to beige depending on light. Use these transitional tones at boundaries between spaces, creating visual flow that guides movement while maintaining the contemplative atmosphere essential to Wabi Sabi living. Four. Handcrafted and sustainable accents with emotional warmth. Crafting authenticity through natural tones. The Artisan Living Room. Sustainability meets soul in Wabi Sabi Interiors through the celebration of handcrafted objects and natural materials. In your living room, combine authentic handcrafted pieces, clay pots thrown by local potters showing thumb marks and glaze variations, reclaimed wood shelving with visible age and character, woven baskets made by hand with slight irregularities, with earth clay walls in warm terracotta undertones or moss gray textured plaster. Each object brings quiet depth beyond its function, serving as a reminder that beauty lives in touch, texture, and the time humans invest in making. Display these pieces with breathing room. A single beautiful pot on a shelf rather than a crowded collection. One woven basket holding throws rather than multiple containers fighting for attention. The charm of artisan details. The character-rich kitchen. Incorporate handmade ceramic accents throughout your kitchen. Dinner plates with rust terracotta finishes showing kiln variations. Serving bowls and natural clay tones with organic shapes. Cups and vessels that feel substantial in the hand with natural linen textured glazes. Whether displayed on open kitchen shelves where their varied profiles create visual interest, or used daily in dining where their tactile quality enhances meals, these organic details celebrate human craftsmanship over industrial uniformity. Add other artisan touches, hand-forged cabinet pulls in raw iron, a wooden spoon collection showing different woods and grain patterns, or hand-woven placemats in natural fibers. These elements add understated sophistication, perfect for those who love a calm yet character-filled atmosphere where every object has a story and cooking becomes more than task, but rather a connection to materials, makers, and the nourishing ritual of preparing food with beautiful, honest tools. Living lightly with thoughtful choices, the minimalist bathroom. Opt for sustainable home decor that prioritizes quality over quantity and longevity over trends. In your bathroom, use clay and stone decor elements that harmonize with fixtures. A stone soap dish that will never wear out, ceramic containers for cotton swabs and bath salts, a wooden stool for towels made from sustainably harvested teak. Choose a limited palette of natural materials and let their inherent beauty speak. Perhaps honed limestone for the floor showing subtle fossil marks, wood for the vanity developing silvery patina with water exposure, and handmade ceramic tiles in neutral earth tones for the shower. A small wooden stool holding a single plant in a hand-thrown pot can transform an empty corner into a moment of stillness, reflecting the mindful simplicity of slow-living interiors where less truly becomes more, where every choice is intentional, and where the bathroom becomes not just functional but restorative through its honest materiality. Five. Room-by-room Wabi Sabi styling for modern homes. Living room warmth and organic serenity, the heart of home. Start with your Wabi Sabi living room, the space where family gathers and guests are welcomed, as a place where muted earthy tones and soft ambient lighting take center stage. Build your palette around sage green accent pillows, warm sand walls, stone gray area rug, and aged wood furniture and natural finishes showing grain and knots. Pair these timeless rustic touches with cozy textured fabrics, a linen sofa that wrinkles authentically, wool throws in natural undyed tones, cotton cushions with visible weave. Let natural materials like weathered wood coffee tables, clay vessels, and stone objects dominate rather than synthetic finishes or overly processed pieces. Keep lighting soft and layered. Ambient fixtures with warm bulbs, perhaps a paper lantern pendant, and natural daylight filtered through simple curtains. The result is an inviting space that feels naturally curated rather than deliberately designed, where imperfection adds character and every element contributes to an atmosphere of grounded calm that makes lingering natural. Dining and kitchen calmness, the nourishing center. For dining areas and kitchens, combine organic modern spaces with simple styling that honors the ritual of preparing and sharing food. Think blush clay walls with subtle texture applied by hand, light wood cabinetry in oak or ash showing natural grain variation, and stone gray counters in honed granite or soapstone that will age beautifully with use. Keep the dining table simple, solid wood and natural finish without protective coating, surrounded by mismatched chairs that share similar tones and materials rather than exact matching. Add a single centerpiece that changes seasonally, a ceramic bowl, a simple vase with dried grasses, a wooden board, to honor imperfection and natural cycles. This minimal sensory approach enhances focus on the essential: the food, the company, the ritual of gathering. The kitchen becomes a place of meditation and motion, where chopping vegetables on aged wood, washing dishes in a stone sink, and arranging food on handmade ceramics connects you to elemental rhythms that nourish body and soul alike. Outdoor spaces with natural transitions, the extended living room. Bring Wabi Sabi principles outside with nature-inspired design that extends your interior palette into garden and patio areas. Use dusty olive outdoor furniture and powder-coated metal or weather-resistant wood that will develop silver patina. Terracotta pots in varying sizes holding herbs and grasses rather than showy flowers, and pale umber cushions in outdoor fabric that echoes your interior linen tones. Choose materials that age gracefully outdoors. Teak that silvers, stone that develops moss, gravel that shifts with seasons. Add soft outdoor lighting for evenings through simple lanterns, string lights with warm bulbs, or uplights that dramatize a single tree or textured wall. Keep decor minimal and functional. A simple side table, a bench with storage beneath, perhaps a fire. Conclusion. In the end, Wabi Sabi Interior Color Harmony 2025 isn't just about decorating your home. It's about learning to see beauty in imperfection, softness, and time itself. Every shade of muted clay, every linen fold, and every weathered stone tells a quiet story of authenticity. When you choose organic neutrals and natural materials, you're not just creating a visually soothing space. You're nurturing a calm state of mind. Your living, dining, and outdoor areas become an extension of your soul, filled with peace, balance, and grounded elegance. So take a moment to pause and look around your space. What if serenity isn't something you have to find, but something you can create? Through soft lighting, textured neutrals, and earthy tones, your home can whisper tranquility into your everyday life. Let this year's Wabi Sabi palette remind you that perfection fades, but authenticity lasts forever.